Like in many areas of life, there are two ways to give a blessing. You can pay lip service, or you can really mean it. Words are cheap and therefore not too difficult to come by. When you ask someone for a blessing, most likely, if they're a little empathetic and sensitive, they'll give you a blessing. They tell you something you want to hear. Do they mean it? Do they care for it? Most likely not. Perhaps the most common blessing is wishing someone to have a good day. How many times have you said these words? How many times have you heard these words? I'm sure it's too many that you can't even remember the number. 99.99% of the time, this kindness is given without even an ounce of thought or feeling. It's good, it's proper, it's important. But for the most part, it doesn't really excite the recipient because it's not passion-filled. It's void of warmth and void of love. But that's not what we're looking for. We want feeling, we want love, we want affectionate blessings. So how do we get there? How does one go from not feeling a deep connection, from not feeling in the mood, from not feeling inspired, to suddenly blessed with passion and love, with connection and interest? In this week's Parsha, Vayechi, we learn the story of Joseph being told that his father Jacob is deathly ill. Not wasting any time, Joseph immediately travels to Goshen with his two sons to visit his father and receive his blessings. Jacob begins by blessing Joseph that Joseph's two sons, Menashe and Ephraim, will be considered to him as if they were his own two sons. They will become part of the 12 tribes as Reuven and Shimon. But then something strange happens. Just after giving this special privilege and blessing to Joseph, Jacob looks up and sees the two sons, and he asks Joseph, "Who are these people?" The commentaries ask, what does Jacob mean with this question, who are these people? He was just talking about them. He knew exactly who they were. He knew they were Joseph's sons. He just said they would be like Reuven and Shimon. The 18th century sage Rabbi Chaim ibn Attar, known as the Or HaChaim, explains that our forefather Jacob was about to bestow blessings on his grandchildren before his death. Lip service would not do. The moment called for the real deal, for something heartfelt. These were special blessings. They needed to be passion-filled. They needed to be given with a heart brimming with love, full of emotional attachment. But Jacob wasn't feeling it. Something was missing. He felt his heart wasn't in the perfect place and he could do better. So he turns to his son Joseph and he says, "Who are these people? Tell me more about them. Sing to me their praises. Tell me why they are worthy." He opens his mind and his heart to hear their virtues, for this is the way to become inspired to bless with passion. He wants it to be filled with love and emotion, so he asked for a nachas report from their father Joseph. This would stir his heart and enable him to give the way his mind knew he could and he should give. Joseph immediately responds, "They are my sons whom God gave me here. I was the apple of your eye," says Joseph to his father Jacob. "I never left your teachings behind in the difficult times and in the times of extraordinary success. These are my children who are the next generation of living Jews. These two boys here, they grew up in Egypt without any other Jewish families, without any Jewish community, without any Jewish friends. They had all the reasons to be rebellious and to leave the tradition. Yet they are proud Jews. They are observant Jews. They are connected Jews. These two children represent the first Jews in Egypt, and as difficult as it was, they maintained their Jewish identity." Having heard this, Jacob is inspired. Jacob's heart is brimming with love. Jacob immediately asks for them to come closer to him, and he will give them blessings. He blesses them the most beautiful of blessings, and that is to become the symbol of blessing for eternity. It is with this blessing that Jews will go on to bless their own children for thousands of years until this very day. Vayevorachem bayemohu lemor, b'cho yevorach Yisrael lemor, Yisimcha Elokim ke'Ephraim v'chimenashe. So he blessed them on that day, saying, "With you Israel will bless, saying, may God make you like Ephraim and like Menashe." There is a great lesson here for all of us. If you want to give a real blessing, if you want to give a passion-filled blessing, If you want to give a meaningful blessing, learn something about the person you are about to bless. Even if you know them, you may need to be reminded of their virtues. Just before you give a blessing, remember something good that they have done or that they are in the midst of doing. Ask them or someone else to share with you something nice, something impactful. At times, we must allow ourselves to hear the praises of another so that we be inspired to give them a heartfelt blessing. I wish you a good Shabbos.